Got another interview for you. It's with Martha. It's one of 5. She's got a lot of great advice and she's got a lot of value. Check out what she has to say.
You have a process around putting an employee on probation. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
We do. Now, it's confusing to everybody but me, so I'll see if I can explain it.
All right.
Okay, so I call it, there's 2 30-day timers. So when complaint number 1 rolls in, it starts your first 30-day timer. And so basically what I want to know is this just, very isolated, or are we starting a pattern? And so that first 30-day timer starts, and the first complaint is just a verbal warning. And then if they get another complaint within that first 30 days, that's still not a huge thing. Could be just, oversight or whatever, and that's a written warning. When it becomes more serious is if they get 3 within a 30-day period, then that kicks them into probation. And that third complaint starts a new timer, a new 30-day timer, and that's the probation timer. And on that one, certain things happen during this 30 days. They're in probation, and in the cleaning world, we pay on job pay. And so they are allowed to leave the house early, normally, as long as everything's completed. And they get paid by the job. Now, if they go into probation, that privilege is taken away. And we use Service Autopilot GPS to actually watch and make sure they're staying in those houses the length of time they're supposed to. Because if we've actually had somebody drive away from the house that was in probation, we call them up and we say, you get back to that house. You are not done. You are in probation. And and so anyway, they can't leave the house early. They cannot earn their points towards paid days off. They're not eligible for that bonus wheel. There's a multitude of things that happen during probation. If they get this is where it gets confusing. If they get the next complaint, which you could call it the 4th, but we're in a new timer, so I call it the 2nd. It's the 2nd complaint in probation, then they're actually going to be suspended for a day. And then if they get that 3rd complaint in probation, they are terminated. And all along the way, this is documented. I mean, that's what's crucial, is we have like a master form, and it has actually all 5 of these complaints listed there. And so each time they get a complaint, it's, you write out what it is and so forth, and they sign off, and it has what the next consequence is if it happens again. And, we try to approach it from listen, everybody's human, we understand, and we try to be very forgiving as long as it's not a pattern. And that's what the process is for. If it's a pattern, then you're in trouble. And, you're still treated with dignity, of course, but they know. And that's why they do self-exit, because they can see the writing on the wall. We've got it documented. There's no doubt about that. And so it's just a process. And, it makes it easy for my office staff, because I jokingly say, I know, I really like you, but golly, we've got this dang policy, and, I am so sorry, but this is the policy, so that it's not me firing you, it's the policy.
It's the policy. I was thinking that same thing as you were talking. It also changes the conversation from, in some cases, being subjective. I feel that you're not doing very good work. I feel this. I think that I've heard this from some people. It's now super clear. Like it's all the guy or the gal that's paying the bills around the company, meaning the client, is the one saying, we've got an issue. There's a lot of clarity to that process. I like it.
Right. And you know me, I'm fairly unemotional, but my office staff is not, and this is a hard process for them, and they can't be as cut and dry except they can with this policy. So it makes it way easier. And like I say, I think we do a good job of educating our staff all along the way. So they know from that first complaint, they know, okay, here's the process. We want to keep you out of this process. We're here to help you. But then on those people that honestly are not the right fit, I have a process to get rid of them.
I think it's fantastic. Excellent. Very good advice. Well, thank you very much, Martha.
You are so welcome.